What's the chatter, everyone? My name's Corman590, and I am back today with another Corman's Picks. And today I have another guest with me today. Guest, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm TurretMob, also Jenna, and I'm here, and let's do this, I guess.
Come on! You
10 out
collab
of
with
10,
Swampy. You
perfect
give him.
intro.
You give. Oh, come on! You give Swampy like. Are you trying not to laugh or something?
Basically.
It's my gimmick, okay? I'm a chat-eye. Get
No,
it?
it's
Oh,
okay. You,
it's
you do your thing.
oh my
You do
god.
your,
You
do
whenever you
your
collab
thing.
with Tide, when you collab with Tide, you give him like, yeah, guys, what's up? When you collab with Swampy, yeah, guys, my name's Jenna. When you collab with me,
I was trying not to laugh because I didn't hear that intro before.
this is why I should have given you the thing for reference. Oh
Mm.
man. Okay. Okay. Anyway, guys, pardon that intro. We are doing Goodra today. Now, Jenna, why did you want to do Goodra for Corman's picks?
I actually wound up using it for the better part of VGC 14, just on like online battle spot for the most part. I couldn't really get out to go to tournaments much because I was in the middle of college, moving, and other personal issues that kind of kept me from actually going to competitions. So for the most part, this is just kind of like my experience from online play, but I wound up getting to 1700s with Goodra, and it played a really big part in my team. And for the most part, I wound up hearing a lot of people saying, like, oh, Goodra is such trash. It's this, it's that. It's just not good. It's not good enough. It's just don't use it. And I always thought it was kind of lame because it actually was really decent. And I'm also trying not to burp, so excuse me. But there is a lot of potential in it and a lot of utility, diversity in its movesets that you could actually, well, not maybe the movesets, but how you could actually play it. So, I don't know. I don't know what other people's problem is with this. It's underrated, and it shouldn't have been.
Alright, well, lucky for you, on Corman's picks, we review Pokemon that we feel that are underrated, and then I get to review them, and I get to showcase their power. Now, this isn't me really showing you how to use them like Verlisify does. This is just showing what they can do. So, we have 3 sets here today, 1 comparison, and 2 support. Or, I'll get that up in a minute. God dang it, he got deleted. So this first set right here is Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, 252 on the hit points, 144 on the defense, 112 on the special attack, with the modest nature. So Jenna, what stands out about this set to you?
Um, what stands out is the fact that a lot of people typically just went for 2v2 HP and special attack, and they always stuck a choice scarf on it. Or not choice scarf. What am I saying? Assault vest.
Specs
As-
or Assault Vest? Yeah.
no, assault vest. I don't know if people use choice specs. I wanted playing with it once, and it was okay, but I wasn't a big fan of it for the most part. But honestly, as far as like changing the item and changing the spread, I feel like it actually gives it a better survivability, especially against physical attackers. Because even though it does have a decent amount of HP and special defense, having what is it 80 in the physical defense is kind of subpar for the most part.
70 on the physical defense.
Oh,
So
even better. I don't have Showdown pulled up for some reason.
that's 10 points worse. Don't worry, I'll be your guideline.
Nah, it's alright. I just opened it. I've just got my notes here, and it's kind of like taking up the entire page. But that's pretty much what stands out for the most part. A lot of people also usually try to stick with Ice Beam for their attack, and I never understood why with that either, except for things against like what is it, Landorus Therian? Is it Landorus Therian or is it regular Landorus? Because I always get the names
It's
confused,
Landers
but
there,
it's...
and those are more common.
Yeah, see, that's the only purpose that you would ever want to use Ice Beam is just for that. Otherwise, you can take out most of the threats that usually have 4 times weakness to Ice with just Dragon Pulse or Draco Meteor, but usually just Dragon Pulse.
Also, what I really like about this set, Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Focus Blast, you cover out really well. Dragon Pulse is going to hit everything neutrally. Flamethrower, well, minus fairies. Flamethrower is going
Yeah.
to hit those pesky fire grass types or fire bug types. Scizor, Ferrothorn. Thunderbolt is going to cover for things that are weak to electricity, obviously. And Focus Blast is going to be your go-to if you want to hit just the pure... it leaves my mind. What are you going to hit with Focus Blast again?
Well, Focus Blast is actually more of a niche move, which is why you could alternatively switch it out for Protect. But the point of having it is mainly for Tyranitar and, god damn it, spacing on the name, Mega Kangaskhan. Because with Tyranitar, you actually have a 4 times weakness to fighting, if I remember correctly. And that just one-shots it. With Kangaskhan, I think you actually get pretty close to one-shotting it. If not, it just gives you at least a 2-hit KO. The accuracy is but I think in that kind of scenario, because those two were actually huge powerhouses, I would risk it. And I've seen that kind of risk pay off. Like, I remember someone using Focus Blast on Heliolisk and actually winning a game because it was between Heliolisk and Tyranitar, and it actually wound up hitting, and they won. And this was in U.S. Nationals in 2014.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome. I was sitting in my seat screaming because I was just sitting there like, yes, yes, Heliolisk, yes, something that isn't Kangaskhan, yes. It was great. It was a great day.
Yeah, big 6. Big 6. And the reason we have the Life Orb here is because with Goodra's abnormally large 110 special attack, you're going to hit things pretty hard, especially with a Life Orb bonus. And you have the stab bonus for Dragon Pulse. So, overall, Goodra's pretty okay on the specialty offensive side. It also has 100 in attack too, but I really don't think there's anything that it has that is a really good physical presence. I mean, if you wanted to go Hita Fajita, you could do that. Now, one more thing, its ability, Sap Sipper. This is going to make it to where you can switch out, and you basically have grass immunity. You could pair this with Mega Swampert and bait someone to basically super effectively hit you, or you could just have it there if you want to stop Spore users like Smeargle or Breloom. There's more Spore users, there's Sleep Powder users too. Like, they can throw you off guard with the Sleep Powder, so it covers really good.
Exactly. And as well as this, it also lets you just not have to worry about Power Whip or Gig Drain, which is also some of the more popular picks from 2014 with grass moves. So, Ludicolo, Venusaur, Amoonguss, get out of here. Not my problem.
Wait. I really like Ludicolo. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Alright. So the next set we have right here is a set that Jenna isn't really too fond with, but I think it's A-okay. It is the same EV spread as the last one. 252 on the hit points, 144 on the defense, 112 on the special attack, and it's going to give you the same thing, but instead of Life Orb, you're going to have the leftovers, and you're going to have the hydration. Now, this is good because if you have a rain setter and you have rest, you get to have a free rest and you wake up the next turn. Is that right, Jenna?
Correct.
Alright. So, now why do we have Muddy Water and Thunder here?
Okay, so since you're in the rain, fire type attacks are going to be losing their power by 50%. So you want to just swap it out with something that's actually going to benefit from it. Muddy Water, even though its accuracy is lower, I think. Hold on, I want to make sure that I'm not messing this up.
85 accuracy.
Yeah, 80 accuracy, not the best, but with a 30% chance to lower the foe's accuracy by one stage, it's worth it. Plus, it's got 90 base power, and then once you boost that up by 50% with the ring boost, it's worth it. So, it's kind of your replacement with Flamethrower. Um, Alternatively, as well, like, you can still use Thunderbolt, but I also put Thunder as an option just because you would be bypassing accuracy checks. So it gives you a little more power, which kind of justifies the swapping out of taking away Life Orb and giving it either Citrus Berry or Leftovers, like you said.
Yeah, and accuracy drops are the most evil thing that can happen to someone because one turn can actually affect the game. And if that one turn happens to be a move you miss and you potentially lose the game from it, that's really big.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially since there were quite a few moves that people were using, like, especially between 2014 and 2015, that a lot of people, especially against something like Charizard or Hydreigon or other things like that, they would be using Fire Blast just because there would be higher KOs with it. And as well as this, there's even Rock Slide, which has a chance to miss. Play Rough has a chance to miss. What are some other moves? Will-O-Wisp has a chance to miss, I believe. A couple others, but those were some really critical moves. So if you missed it, then it puts you in a really bad position, especially against your opponent if they have something that's going to be really solidly countering their team. So
yeah, so having an accuracy drop doesn't really hurt most of the time. All right, so Jenna, that was two of Jenna's sets right there. So I made a set of my own. It's very dirty. I hate myself for doing this.
oh no.
This is Toxic, Rest, Protect, Dragon Pulse, Hydration, Leftovers, 252 in the HP, 252 in the special defense, Calm Nature. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say this, nothing is killing you on the specially offensive side, especially with that gigantic 150 on the special defense, and then you have 90 HP to back it up. That's pretty good. Oh, but it gets even better. Toxic. That just whittles the opponent down over and over and over. And as we already saw before, Rest, you basically get to wake up on the next turn if rain is there. So you have that rain support, and it's going to be really beneficial for you. Now, I have Protect here because it's also going to be really good to stall out the toxic damage. And Dragon Pulse also helps it to where you're getting more damage from the toxic on top of the Dragon Pulse. And we already saw right here, Goodra has a lot of special attack. 110 base special attack. That's a lot. So, Jenna, what are your thoughts on this set?
It's not too bad. The only thing with this, like, this is kind of the reason why I wound up taking off Assault Vest, is that the only two things that threaten you as a special attacker are Hydreigon. I can't.
Hard Dragon.
Hydreigon. Ermagerd Hydreigon.
Let that sink for a minute.
Hydreigon and Gardevoir, whether it's Mega or not, like, even normal Gardevoir is just going to basically wreck your shit. But other than that, like, you can't really counter out Gardevoir because even if you use Sledge Bomb, you're not doing that much damage to threaten it, and it just outspeeds you. With Hydreigon, you potentially could OHKO it, but you'd have to be using Draco Meteor, and I'm not entirely a huge fan of it, just because you'd be lowering your special attack by 2 stages. It's still a good move, and trust me, a lot of people tend to use that even on things like Salamence, Hydreigon itself, and basically anything I can get it that's actually useful with it. But this is just kind of like my 2 cents. I just don't feel like Goodra really needs it to be threatening. So more than anything, I'd probably just invest more in the physical defense just because it's so frail. Like, I mean, Garchomp just has to look at Goodra and it just folds like paper. Toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic, you don't really usually have enough turns in VGC to make it work, so if it could work, if it could learn Will-O-Wisp, I would have gone with that, just because it's dirty. It's just, look at it, it'd been dirty if it got it. Trying to see if there's any status moves that it gets other than Toxic, but not really.
I believe it gets Thunder Wave, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
It
think so.
should. Hey, I can look it up right here. Nope, but it gets the Elemental Punch. Yeah. So yeah, guys, there's the expert on that. It would be very dirty on the specially defensive side. No, wait, no, it's because the freaking mic audio delay. God. Ugh. Alright. So, we have two things left to review, which should be three, but I gotta pull it back up. So we have two things left. Gothitelle and Polytoad. Now, Gothitelle, I have Gothitelle here because Jenna wanted to talk about it on the being compared to in a VGC standpoint. So I'll let her give her thoughts on that. Oh, yes, I know. Huh? It's you. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a fair comparison. So, I agree with the comparison. So, what's different about me, I also like to see what can make this Pokemon even better. And we always know that our Pokemon has to have a right-hand man. So in this case, it could either be Well, the mic cut off right there. Alright, so we're back, and what I was trying to say is Goodra's right-hand man could easily be Politoed or Kyogre, because Politoed, it gets Drizzle and it gets access to Scald. So Drizzle is going to make it to where Hydration activates for Goodra, and Scald is going to have that chance to burn. So Goodra is going to be very threatening on both the offensive side and the defensive side. So now you have a problem there. It's setting up rain, so you're going to have to constantly deal with it getting that health back. And it's just going to be a big nuisance. So, what are your thoughts on that, Jenna?
That's pretty much it. Like, other than that, I also paired Politoed and Goodra up with Mega Manectric because just to have it even worse, since in VGC 14 there was kind of like a 60-40 ratio between physical attackers and special attackers. So having Mega Manectric, you could just have another Intimidate user on top of it. So, Intimidate, and then Hydration. It was just complete sass.
You just roboted right there.
How bad.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, this isn't even what I want, but okay. Alright, guys. It was supposed to be Primal Kyogre, but we'll just go with it. Just pretend this is a Primal Kyogre. Okay, so let's say you're in VGC 16. In VGC 16, they allowed it to where you can use legendaries now, specifically cover legendaries. So now you can use Primal Kyogre with, I think it's called Primordial Sea. So you get access to Primordial Sea, and now that's permanently up for you. So Goodra can instantly just get its health back and then wake up the next turn thanks to the
Pretty much what you
hydration.
could just call it is the Sea of Deep Regret.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of VGC 16 just because, like, it's nothing but legendaries, and I've never been a fan of playing with legendaries. However, I do understand that a lot of people play it, so it's kind of worth mentioning the, having Kyogre on your team. Or, I guess, Primal Kyogre, since nobody uses regular.
Yeah. That's pretty easy. Tis the sad tale of the Kyogre. I sounded freaking Scottish right there. Alright. That looks like that's about it. So, thank you so much to Jenna for coming on the channel today and helping me out. You guys should check her out too, even though I'm pretty sure everyone who subscribed to the channel was pretty much already subscribed to her, so there was pretty much no reason for me to say that.
Well, I guess I appreciate the effort anyways. I'm just going to say that if you're finding this video randomly from a spaceship in outer space in like another dimension, subscribe to this channel, give them the thumbs, preferably up, and share the video.
Not down. God. Alright, yeah, but anyway guys, that's it. Hope you all liked this video. I just said hope you all liked. Oh my god. Hope you all liked this video. As always, leave a like and subscribe. Yes. Are you going to make fun of my outro now?
I'm just going to say one thing. Corey!
What?